What are you doing with that, dude?
Alright. Welcome back. Today, we're gonna be doing 3 little projects. So today, I'm trying to get hood pins in here so that the hood can sit properly, replace the thermostat, and then do a rear windshield wiper delete. Honestly, I might do that first because that'll be easiest. Pretty simple. Pretty much, it's 2 halves. It's like billet aluminum. You take that out, then this with a rubber ring sits down in the top, and then you put this into the bottom, and then you put a threaded screw in there, and then it holds it tight and sealed, and then you just have a little black aluminum plug covering that hole instead of a windshield wiper, which is pretty much useless. So first thing we need to do is remove the windshield wiper. Under this little cover there is a bolt, then it just pops right off. Alright, so now probably also 12s. Then I'll remove the motor from the underside of the hatch. Naturally lose a bolt. Where did that go?
You got a screwdriver back there, bud.
Yeah, I have all of the necessary things in order to fix coolant on the go, because this has some coolant issues, as you know.
That's how we were going on the interstate. You took the cap off and it just exploded.
That was a mistake. Never take the cap off. Okay, so now this rubber piece. Oh, well, that's easy.
Oh.
I don't know if that piece is just gonna fit in there easily.
Do you have any quick detailer to get all that crap off?
I got glass cleaner. Dude, I'm already thinking that looks so much cleaner without the windshield wiper on there. Okay, so here's a little bit of potential complication. There are 2 layers of sheet metal sort of spaced out. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. All right, so, I mean, that sits nice there, and if it's got tension or pressure pulling down on it, then, I mean, it'll seal. Let's see what it looks like on the underside. Okay, so then that'll just sit right there. Oh, yeah.
See how far it is?
Oh, it's like right there, dude.
It's right at it.
Yeah, I just need to do like this. Here, hold that right there. Dude, I was thinking that, like, I'm too old for subs. I don't need a sub in here. I was thinking I'm gonna take this sub out. But then I started this thing up for the first time in a while, and I started using the sub, and I was like, dang, this actually sounds really good. I'm gonna leave the sub in there. I don't want water leaking in there. I want it to seal. Dude, look at that. I need to, this is where you put in washer fluid. Yeah, this is where washer fluid goes in. And I need to fill it up with washer fluid right now because it's got a light saying that it's empty. Okay, so washer delete successfully installed, dude. Or wiper delete. Now, there's no rear wiper. That really does look a lot better without it.
Yeah, dude.
But let's keep this moving. All right, so the next step is deciding how I want to put these on here. Basically right there.
Yeah, that'd be straight.
So next I needed to measure and figure out where I'm going to mount the hood pins. Once it was measured and marked, I had to figure out how I was going to cut the hole. Have a lot of material to go through.
Thickest point of the hood. It'll be good though.
I determined the best way was to drill a hole straight through. Our hole is drilled. With the initial hole drilled on one side, it was time to do the other. Initially, I was just going to drill a hole through the hood, but then I realized that the best way would be to drill a hole through the hood and through the frame. And that was definitely going to be the best way to ensure that everything was lined up properly. So here goes. And then same on the other side. It's like it explodes and water starts coming out, or oil. Next, I needed to make the hole in the frame big enough to hold the hood pin. And same on the other side. Glad the camera focused on my hair here instead of the hood pin I was installing. So it'll be something kind of like that. Then because we had limited time, we switched over to working on the thermostat. Don't worry about the hood pins though, we'll be back to that. It's worth it to just record hella and sift through the footage than to not take it and miss funny moments. That's a very wise statement that I agree with. But first thing we're doing here is removing the hose clamp on a hose going to the thermostat. The problem was this one bolt. So I need a 5. Do I have a 5? Will it fit? How did I do this before? The answer is the bolt wasn't stripped before, but now it's stripped really bad. I just kind of can't see. Yeah, seeing ain't gonna help a stripped bolt. I can't tell if I'm getting this shit out or not. Little did he know, not for a long time would he be getting that out. I'm really not confident that this is the right bit. Editing this is so funny. It kind of seemed like it was getting looser for a second. Psych.
You're just stripping it out.
Dude, it's already stripped.
I mean, high key.
High key, high key.
Right now, I'm using this contraption to try to get this out.
Dude, at this point, I was literally thinking this is a Torx bit, and I'm using a Torx bit to try to get this out. What a freaking nightmare. So I don't think I took a video of what it looks like, but here's a picture of what the hex bolt looked like. No idea why a bolt like this was used, and I'm not putting it back in.
Oh no, oh no.
So I went on for a while going back and forth between Ace Hardware and O'Reilly trying to find bits that could get this bolt out, but I was never able to get it out. Actually, just real quick, this was kind of funny. Okay, that little 90-degree piece that I just had that turns the drill bit around a 90 degree is gone. And I literally have a video of myself walking over here, and I have it in my hand, and I'm sifting through the toolbox looking for another tool, and then I turn around and it's not in my hand, but it is gone. Like, I've spent the last 30 minutes searching everywhere, and it is literally gone. I mean, And that was the end of that video. Now, here's where I'm about to get all wet. I'm a lot wetter than I thought I was about to get. That was a lot of coolant. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm soaking cool. Oh, shit. At this point, I still hadn't figured out that the bolt was stripped beyond repair. I really wish I could just see what kind of bolt is on there. Oh my God. I just spent 30 minutes looking for this. Like, what the f? This is still me trying to get this bolt out. And there's just coolant everywhere, all over everything, and it's so annoying. God. Nah. Yeah, I mean, I'm about to strip this out, and then there's gonna be no way to get it out. I was so mad. And the 6 is literally way too big. The 5 is spinning. That is because the bolt is stripped. What? I'll spare you the time and jump ahead to where I started to work up to the solution. That's how you know. This is how you know.
Shit's about to get real.
It's already gotten real, and you're desperate, and this is what you do. There's not even a way that I can do this. There's not enough space. It's so crazy because that's definitely the right size. It just slips out. What if I just tighten it until it just twists off? I'd be cool with that too. You thought there was any teeth left at all in there? No, there's not.
None at all, dude.
It's a round circle, buddy. It is a round circle in there. Son of a... Here I started considering taking everything out. The problem is, all this has to come off in order to get the water pump out. But, like, I gotta get the water pump out. This blows, dude. And then here's where I got pissed, and drastic times call for drastic measures.
What are you doing with that, dude?
What if I put this in between and then I... I just want that bolt out of there, dude. Like, this is just insane. And then I got even more mad. Yeah. And then I got even more mad.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
These are not tools you typically use to work on a car. I really wish this radiator wasn't in here. Yeah, I mean, I can't really do anything with that. I need more room, dude. Just break off, you piece of shit.
There we go! Woo! Hell yeah, dude.
That's how you do a thermostat removal on a 300ZX with an LS.
That's right. Do we damage the water pump at all?
The question is,
Don't look like it.
that actually looks like the whole bolt.
Hopefully it didn't strip out the water pump bolt, you know?
Threads in the hole?
Yeah.
Dude, they're gone. Threads in the hole are all right here, dude.
Bro, did I just hear you say Loctite? Loctite and a new screw?
Fuck. That is gonna be a problem. Threads from in there are right here. So we still gotta take the water pump out. Fortunately, there were plenty of threads in there and we did not have to take the water pump out. Okay, so we got the left bolt and the right bolt with what appears to be all the threads, but we're about to try and just see if this other bolt will catch in here. Why would they not just use 2 of those? That's stupid. I just want to see if I can get it to come out the back and then about where that is. You ready to drive it around?
Yeah, dude. You think it'll be possible today?
If we can put this back in.
I think we got it, dude. I think we got it.
I was able to get the new thermostat in that day. All right, so we got, this is the old bolt, this is the other bolt, and we got all new bolts, and we got washers, and we got a new ring, because I damaged the ring before, and we got a new thermostat with a lifetime warranty on it, and now just gotta put this thing back in. All right, 2 new bolts, we got the new thermostat, and we need that ring. Put this ring in there. It's a little tight, buddy. Questionable. Okay. Now we put these bolts in. And are these tins? Need to get the impact. Rip the threads right out of the water pump. I did a little bit of that earlier, so we need to be very gentle with all the threads we have left. I know at some point I'm gonna have to take this water pump off and replace it, and it's not gonna be fun. So the options for thermostat were 187 degrees and 160. And I remember going for the lower one last time, so that makes me think that I went for 160. And the fact that I went for 160, it was running at 232 degrees. I don't know. It's just
Kind of insane, dude.
it's a little sus.
Yeah, that's so crazy. They didn't put the right freaking bolt in there.
I mean, the one that they put in there works. It's just like, why would you do that? Because it's just gonna strip out, because that's a really hard bolt to remove. You want like an actual 10 millimeter head on the end of it. With the new thermostat in, we filled it up with coolant and bled the system, and it was good to go. With the thermostat situation finally taken care of, we can work on getting the hood pins in. Now here I'm perfectly centering the nut from the back of the hood pin so that I can trace a perfect circle around the hole that I drilled earlier. Doing this on both sides.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave here soon because it's gonna get dark, dude, and I don't have headlights on that
We
thing.
can do it right here. Christian had to leave, but I kept working after he left. This device, which is my dad's, and I haven't returned yet, and he's gonna see this video. Yeah, dude, if you gotta go, you gotta go, bro.
714. Yeah, dude, I better go ahead and skedaddle.
Once I cut out the larger holes with the rotary saw on the front of the hood, I came to the back of the hood with the Dremel to remove all of the second sheet of sheet metal. Now I'll easily be able to screw the nut onto the back of the hood pin. Now let's try exactly that. Beautiful. Alright, so I just did a little bit of adjusting, and you can see where this comes through. I'm just going to set this in here, it's not attached, but then I can push it down and it clips in. It just needs to go down a smidge more and it'll be sitting really nice, just a little baby bit more. And I don't know what I thought I was doing with the camera here, but this is the shot that I got with the hood pins fully installed. Since that's all I got for this video, here's a shot from next week's video showing how the hood pins look. Now the hood lines up perfectly. That's how you do a thermostat removal on a 300ZX with an LS.
That's right.